Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're doing well today. This is Christy from Our Southern Home, and I wanted to drop by and share with you the thrift store project that went live yesterday. I tried to come live yesterday to go over with you the project and share it with you. And evidently, I've just found out and heard today that evidently Facebook had problems yesterday and I wasn't the only one that could not go live. So I'm jumping on now, a day late, but you can still go and check out the link that I've linked above, which will take you to the blog post. There you can see all the details on the post, as well as the other 7 projects that were new yesterday. So let me take you on over here to the secretary. This is where the project is. And I'm gonna kind of pan out so you can see the secretary. And I pointed out in my blog post yesterday that I have got multiple thrift store makeovers just in this one area. So I'm going to point those out to you because I want you to see that, yes, I do keep and use my thrift store makeovers. They're not just projects that I do for the blog and then just toss out. I actually make sure that when I do a thrift store project for you guys, that I am using it and it's beneficial to my home, or I've got kids that live in a dorm and an apartment, if it can work for their living space as well. So thanks for joining today. Let me know where you're from. I'd love to hear that. I am in South Carolina. Nice day today. We're starting to feel a little bit of spring temperatures. It's kind of a cloudy day, so I hope this video is not too dark for you to view. I don't have any lights on. But let's come on and pan in. 2 thrift store projects down here. This here was a little stool makeover that was stained to dark wood, and it was really easy. All I did was just a whitewash technique on that. It was quick, simple, easy, gave it a nice weathered look. Little money, little effort there. Now you can check out any of my thrift store posts on the blog. Just go to my blog, oursouthernhomesc.com, and then just in the search box above, just type in thrift store, and all of those thrift store makeovers should show up for you as well. This down here was also a thrift store makeover. It is a basket that had, I think it was a light colored finish. And I applied, if I remember right, because I did this one a couple of years ago, I think I applied a stain to it to darken it a bit, and then did a white gray wash over the top of that. But again, it's on the blog as well. And let's see. Okay, yes. In this little cabinet here, let's see if I knock over this candle. In this cabinet here, this is one of my favorite thrift store makeovers. I've shared with you how I love to find boxes. And I actually found a new box at the thrift store. We were on vacation last week at the beach, and I cannot wait to make it over. But this is a box. I did not do anything to it. I left it in its original state. The only thing I did was I free-handed this little laurel motif across the top. Very simple, just freehand. And then this was a stencil. I would open it, but I would have to remove all of this other stuff, and I'm trying to do this a little bit quickly. But that is a wonderful thrift store makeover as well, one of my favorites. So sometimes I'll come across items that are from the thrift store, but do not require a makeover. Like that little urn down there. I haven't done anything to it. It's a nice little gray finish, but it was a thrift store purchase. But let's show you yesterday's new project. I love the way it turned out. You can see the before photo on the blog. It was just a dark stained bowl, and it's a pedestal bowl. Dark stained wood. If you can't find a bowl like this at the thrift store, you could piece together another bowl in like a candlestick and adhere those together, and then you could paint the entire piece to get a similar look. A lot of those wooden salad bowls are really simple to find in the thrift store. But I love how this turned out. It was dark brown. All I did was I spray painted it with I believe it was Rust-Oleum chalkboard spray paint, chalky finish spray paint. I think it's in linen white. Details, colors I used are on the blog for those products. Then I went back after it dried and I just kind of sanded and roughed it up in some areas. Here in these really heavilier distressed areas, I actually rubbed it along the cement driveway, and that kind of roughed it up along the edges. One comment I noticed on the blog yesterday, it said that look right there kind of made it look like it was a bit of a cement texture. So I just love the way it turned out. Then what I did to kind of come up with the idea for this thrift store post was I took my bowl before I painted it to Hobby Lobby with me. And I do this frequently if the piece is not too big and obtrusive, but I took it to Hobby Lobby with me, kind of walked around to get some ideas. So I was in the Easter section and I saw these eggs, these plastic eggs. Okay, they came in like a little bag. It had the green color, the creamish color, and there's also a pink and a blue that came with it. I only used the cream and the green here to kind of have a monochromatic kind of look to it. But it gave me the idea when I saw the gold leaf on these plastic eggs, it gave me the idea to come in with a gold leaf pen, paint pen, really simple, and then add this decorative edge to it. And see, if you notice, I did it very raw. It's, you know, some areas it's more painted than others. It's very freehand, nothing fancy. But again, it kind of lends itself to that more vintage, older look. But I love the way that gold, and a little bitty band of gold right here on the bottom, how that really blends in nicely with those eggs. Then Hobby Lobby also had a pack, about one pack of the moss-colored eggs. I love those eggs. I really love those eggs. They were a really good price, and all of the Hobby Lobby Easter decor, I think is 40% off right now. I also bought one bag of these very neutral colored eggs. It's kind of a couple of shades of the aqua, green, and then let's see, there's kind of a yellowish color and then a gray that are in that bag. So that's another reason why I decided to use just the green and cream colored eggs from that bag. Now the rabbit I already had, he was a purchase from Hobby Lobby. I can't remember if it was last year or the year before last, but they still have that exact same rabbit in store, and I think he's $11.99 on sale, and he is so cute. They have one standing up, and then they have one that's kind of sitting down, so you can get a pair of them if you want. I think I'm going to go back and get the one that's sitting down as well. But another trick that I did here as well is instead of filling that entire big bowl all the way up with eggs, it wasn't necessary. It was an extra expense to buy more eggs. So what I did was I filled up, let's see if I can take one out here if you can see. Can you see here? I filled up the bottom with wine corks. That elevated and raised it, and then I came back in and tucked away the little eggs. So you don't see the wine corks, but they're a filler. You could do the same thing. You could ball up some newspaper, packing peanuts, anything like that, any kind of container inside. Fill it up with that, and then you have to have less of your decorative item to place in that. But I love how he turned out. He really turned out great. I'm very happy with that. And I'm going to give you a sneak peek of one more post that's going to be going live on Monday. And this is another little Easter area that I put together. I'll talk more about that in another post, but I just want to give you a sneak peek because I loved how he turned out. This is actually another thrift store makeover, this tray. It's on the blog as well. Baskets are a great thing to quickly and cheaply make over to really give you more of a vintage farmhouse look. But one more look, I'll pan out again so you can see the whole look together. But this is the little thrift store makeover for the month. You can visit the blog to see the other 7 bloggers that are on the tour with me this month. We have a team that we come together each month to give you new thrift store makeover ideas. Keep in mind that those thrift store projects do not necessarily have to be thrift store items. Look around your house. You may have an item that a technique that we use could be applied to something that you already own in your home. Maybe it's a decor item that you kind of grown tired of and you maybe were thinking about donating yourself. Look at it. Could you paint it? Could you do something to it that would give it new life in your home and make you love it again? But that's the main purpose of our thrift store decor. Each month we come to you on the second Wednesday of the month with a brand new idea. So I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Upcoming on the blog next week, I will have a post Monday on the centerpiece I just showed you. Fun tour on Monday. We have a group of bloggers. We have picked one item for inspiration, and we are all going to be coming together and sharing with you how we took our own spin on that particular one Pinterest picture. So I cannot wait to share that with you and see what all the other bloggers came up with on Monday. And then my spring tour, which I'll be sharing the family room here, and then the dining room in the front. I'll be sharing those with you next Wednesday on the blog. So make sure if you are not subscribed to the blog to get those updates, visit the link above, and there are several different options on the blog where you can sign up for my emails that would come out when a new blog post goes live. Only when a new blog post goes live do those come out. But thanks for joining. I hope you have a wonderful day. Feel free to share the video with your friends. Take care. Bye.